Hello, everybody. Good morning. Happy coffee talk. It's Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Wednesday, hump day for me, is always kind of a less scheduled day. So I'm taking the dog to get groomed, Bonnie. And then I've got a handful of things to do today. But otherwise, it is half the day as yesterday. Yesterday, my nanny couldn't come at the last minute. And so my toddler daughter got to be a part of my busy day. And she just straight trashed the house. Like, I don't know if anybody listening has littles, but I feel like they know. If you're on the phone or you're doing something and they know you really aren't wanting them to make noise. So you're giving them stuff. You're just like, hey, sit here. Like, here's some paint. Like, just sit here and paint. Here's some stickers. Here's some food. Just have whatever you want. Just hush. You're like in that mode. They know. They really know. And then they trash everything and they just ask for more. It's the time where they could literally ask for anything. Um, and so, yeah, that was yesterday. So today's going to be a much more normal day. And my coffee this morning, I'm drinking out of this amazing mug that I got on Etsy. I'm drinking Black Rifle coffee. And before we get into our coffee talk topic today, I have an announcement. fitme is offering a 1-year full scholarship in our coaching program. So applications are open. They are open for the next 6 days. So they close on Tuesday of next week. But this scholarship, we are going to give away one spot to our full program. And our full program is pretty freaking incredible. It's over $10,000 in value that the scholarship person is getting. So it is, you'll have a one-on-one coach throughout the year. You will have personal training sessions with exercise and movement programming specifically for you. You will have metabolism review deep dives where these are like metabolism support sessions with an experienced level 2 coach to help you eat to support your metabolism. You're going to have mindset calls. You'll have our full group and community experience. You basically have the grand suite of the fitme experience, and we're giving away one spot for this. So if you want to apply, and PS, like, our program isn't just like one coach assigned to you and hoping that that one coach has what you need. We set up our program. This is for every fitme client. This isn't just a scholarship. We set up our program to collaborate. So we have coaches with different skill sets and different specialties and different education backgrounds, and we actually collaborate on each client that works with fitme so that you have not just one coach, but you have a team in your corner. And because most of the time the women that work with fitme, they are just givers. They put everything out in the universe for everyone. And we know that when you actually have some support that you need, that makes a huge difference in your life. And it makes a huge difference in you being able to follow through with the commitments that you're making to yourself and to find the success that you want, that fit and healthy lifestyle that sticks, it's sustainable, it's diet free. And so anyways, I will put the link in the comments and in the show notes to apply for the scholarship. It is only open for the next couple of days, so you got to apply. So don't wait to do it because you're going to forget. Do it now. Apply for the scholarship if this is what you're looking for. So apply for the scholarship, and then we will announce the winner on Wednesday of next week. So look for the link in the show notes and apply. It never hurts to apply. Because seriously, this is really, really cool. So anyways, I'll keep reminding you all week. Don't worry. I'll remind you, but don't forget. Do it soon. So let's get to our coffee talk topic for today, right? I thought it'd be interesting to talk about some of the tools that we use to measure body change. For example, the scale, for example, measurements, pictures. And I just kind of wanted to give you a little perspective shift on these because it's so common to talk about, but there's context that matters when we have these tools, right? And sometimes they're really helpful for people and sometimes they're really not helpful for people. I mean, think about it. You might be somebody who the scale is a problem. You're doing fine. You're feeling consistent. You get on the scale. It doesn't do what you want it to do. And so then you get pissed and then you are like not consistent anymore because the scale pissed you off. Or maybe you're somebody who You are seeing progress, but then you start to obsess over the scale. You don't get on the scale just once a day. You get on the scale like 5 times a day. You are manipulating things just to manipulate the scale, and it becomes this obsessive thing. The scale, not a great tool for you. It doesn't matter what it says. It's not giving you more positive than negative, so it's not a great tool for you. That's how I would like to measure some of these tools. I think there's potentially a downside with any tool. Really, if you want me to give you like straight honesty, I think there's a potential downside, but does the positive outweigh the negative for you? So for example, let's say measurements. Measurements are a great way to measure change. If you're working on, getting stronger, changing your body composition, building muscle, burning stored body fat, you want to fit into a different clothing size, doing measurements can be a great tool for you. It could be. One of the reasons that it's nice is because when you do your measurements, it's a little less headspacey than the scale. Most of us, unless you were a model, don't have as much attachment to particular numbers with measurements. So you were like, yay, 40. I don't know. Is that good? That seems fine. Like, yay, 39. Like all that you're seeing is the change. You're not like obsessing on the number. And so it can be helpful. Plus it's more, it's giving you a bigger picture, right, of what is happening, because you're actually going to measure more than one place. You're not just like taking one random measurement of your body. It is a, bust, waist, hips, maybe arm, like your neck, maybe if you're a guy. So you're doing these different measurements, you get a bigger picture or better picture. So it can be a helpful tool. For other people, maybe not. Maybe it's not a good tool. Maybe you do have numbers that stick in your head and every day you're measuring yourself and it's becoming obsessive. Might not be a good tool for you. Might not be. Pictures. So first off, in fitme, when you join, we always ask for pictures. We ask for full body pictures. Why do we ask for them? It's not so that we can do before and after like transformation pictures to market. We actually rarely share before and after pictures because without context, they're not helpful, just like we're talking about right now. But we ask for the pictures because as coaches, it's really important to see the full picture of your body. Maybe where your body stores body fat, what your skin looks like, what your overall posture looks like. The picture of you is way more, helpful since coaching often happens virtually. But for some people, pictures can be rough and it's not helpful. And a side-by-side can be a really cool tool because you could look at it and say, yep, I can see here as your coach these changes. Like you were focused on this, but look here. So it can be a really helpful tool. But a side-by-side can also be really, really frustrating if you're taking a picture of now and you're comparing to a picture of what was, because you're like, oh, I need to do a side-by-side. So let me compare back to a different season when I had like less kids and I worked out forever. And here's my side-by-side. Then those pictures are no longer helpful. But what I'm telling you right now is that it's different for everybody. It's not cut and dry which tools are going to be helpful for you. But if they cause more negative than positive, then they're not a good tool to help you measure your progress. And in this season, like in January where everybody's getting hyped for progress, oftentimes you do starting things, whether that's starting pictures, starting weights, starting measurements. You are essentially taking a snapshot of the before right now. And so that's why I'm telling you this, because you get to reject any tool that is not helpful for you. It's not up to anyone else. If it's not helpful for you, if it causes pain, or if it's more stressful and negative than it is positive, not a good tool for you. Talk to your coach about why they want you to use it and see if it changes your perspective. But if it doesn't, don't use it. Don't use it. And all of these tools need to be used in context. Your random weight one day is not accurate. If you are going to use the scale as a tool, it needs to be used every day at the same time, essentially with the same setting, like before breakfast, after you go to the bathroom, no clothes, every day. Why? Because our weights naturally fluctuate a lot for some people. 4 or 5 pounds for some people of natural fluctuation. So if you're going to use the scale, then one data point is not helpful. It's missing the full picture. You actually need to take your weight every day for probably a week or two. Then you can see, okay, this is what my scale weight is, because you can take an average. And again, only if you're doing it at the same time, same setting, all that stuff, then take an average. Then you can see this is my like average weight. And then over time, you could see a trend going down, right? Or going up based off those averages. That's how you use the scale properly. So all tools, even if you don't have, maybe they're not problematic for you, can still be used improperly, right? You could take a hammer that works awesome for hammering nails and throw it at a window and it will break the window. It's not using the tool properly. Or you could take a hammer that would be great for nails and try to use it on a piece of drywall. You know, clearly Christy doesn't know crap about construction, but you could use it on drywall and it'll smash a hole right through it. It seems like you could use it, but it's not used properly in the right context. And tools around fitness are the same. They need the right context. A coach can be really helpful with that because they can help you learn how to use the tools. I think that's one of my favorite things as a coach, is to help someone learn how to use these tools and then learn which ones are not for them. Because that's something you can use your whole life. Because it's not the end of the world to want to see change in your body. Some people, they're not looking for that. And I think that's great. You don't have to. But if you are trying to work hard to see some changes, you want to see stored body fat go away. You have more than's comfortable, more than your joints like, more than you want to have because your clothes don't fit well. There's nothing wrong with wanting to see that change. And so working hard to create that change is awesome. But you want to be able to actually measure and see if it's happening, to see if the things that you're doing and working hard on are working. And so how you measure that change, what tools you use, are not one size fits all. That's the coffee talk message for today. One size fits all tools don't work. So I would love to know for you what tools work best for you. So shoot me a message, like drop it in the comments if you're listening to this on YouTube or in the Facebook group. And if you're catching this on the podcast, shoot me a DM on Instagram at Christy May Campbell. What tools work for you? Which ones do you struggle with? Are you using any of them right now? Do you know how to use them? I'll help you. I'll show you. I'll explain how to use them best. So reach out. And I hope this was helpful. Let me know. I know this topic comes up a lot. And if you're like, I need to hear more about the scale because I want to use it, but it doesn't work for me, then shoot me a message. I'll do a coffee talk specifically on that. So thanks as always for plugging in. Don't forget to apply for the scholarship. It is open for the next 6 days only. The fitme scholarship. We do this once a year, full 1 year of fitme coaching, our entire coaching package. It's pretty freaking incredible. So go check it out. I'll put the link in the comments in the show notes. And thanks as always for tuning in. If you haven't done so, subscribe to Fitme Coffee Talk on your favorite podcast platform. And if you're listening on the podcast and are not in our Facebook group, go to Facebook, search Fit Me Free Community and join. We will show you how to do diet-free, sustainable change that works in your real life. We have daily positive accountability posts in there, ideas for workouts, ideas for food. We will help you do it. So I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. Bye.